half of the teams in the Big Ten are replacing offensive coordinators this offseason. But there are three in particular I have really strong eyes on this spring. That's Indiana, Illinois, and Minnesota. Those offenses really struggled last season, in particular Indiana, an Indiana team that just 2 years ago looked like an offense on the cusp of greatness under Michael Penix, the quarterback. But last year they finished last in scoring. Penix left the team, transferred to Washington, and then Walt Bell, the former UMass coach, had to come in as a new offensive coordinator. We're in a kind of an inflection point for Indiana under Coach Allen there, I believe. The big downturn last season, it makes you wonder if we just saw a flash in the pan for Indiana back in 2020 and 2019, and if they're starting to level off here, just as their recruiting seemed to be picking up. Walt Bell better have what it takes to get that offense going again, because again, some struggles there offensively, but they're also breaking in a new quarterback there as well. And look at Minnesota. Minnesota's going back to the past to hope that it can bring about a new future under PJ Fleck. Former Minnesota offensive coordinator Kirk Soraka, who, if you remember, way back in 2018, 2019, made that Minnesota Gophers offense just really click and be explosive. They went to the Outback Bowl and beat an SEC team in Auburn to have one of its greatest seasons in its school history. So Kirk Soraka's back after a failed attempt there at Penn State. And Tanner Morgan, the quarterback, who he coached and had a real breakout just 2-3 years ago, he's back as well. Can these two rekindle that magic we saw a couple of years ago? Huge storyline to watch this spring. And then Illinois. Illinois was a huge surprise in the Big Ten. No one will say they're a disappointment, but they were just short of reaching a bowl game because of all things their offense. That defense improved to, I think, fourth in the Big Ten after being one of the worst in the Big Ten just a year ago. A fantastic job by Bret Bielema, and Bret Bielema not happy with the offense, so what's he do? Gets rid of the offensive coordinator, goes back to his well at Arkansas, where he coached previously, gets Barry Lunney Jr., who was the offensive coordinator at UTSA with the Roadrunners, who were uber successful this past season. They're going to mix things up a little bit more, and they've got a new quarterback and former Syracuse quarterback Tommy DeVito, a veteran who will very much understand that offense. Can they get it clicking? I think that offense will improve, but this spring will be big for them as they try to make another step forward in becoming a bowl team in Champaign.